Hey guys, it's Dan here, and we're here today with part 4 of the Thor build, and we're making his belt. Yeah! So, this is made out of leather and pleather. The pleather's on the back, the leather's on the front, and we have the final 2 domes. So, it uses magnets also. Let's get started. Okay, so here's the pattern I have for the belt, and here's some leather pieces that I'm making for this part. See how it looks like that. And I'm going to make a backer piece, which is some of these lines. This is going to be made out of the fake leather, since it just costs a lot less and it's easy to work with. I'm going to have lines cut or sewn into here. Not sure which one I'm going to do yet. And this is going to go on top, and it's going to make, so that's the full leather, that's the fake leather underneath. So while I was designing Thor's belt buckle in Fusion 360, I was basing it off of things that I saw in the movie. I have it downloaded and I'm scrubbing through. There's not too many scenes that show his back, but from what I can tell, it's only just rectangles, and they're really simple rectangles. There's no designs on them, so that's how I designed them. I made them as accurate a size as I could to the measurements on the jacket. So I have these 3 holes in the side. Those hold magnets to attach them together, and that slot is for the cloth to go through to fold around. So it's really a simple design. So we have these buckles, and I'm going to glue magnets into them. That should work, yeah. Yay! I just glued on a little sheet of plastic just to be safe. It was from one of those bags. Chinese something or another, I don't know. Yeah. So those are the buckle ends. Gonna have cloth go through there. Okay, so I took my pattern that I made for the belt, and I found out that there's actually a cut right here where it goes up at a different angle. So I made it so it follows that more closely, and I have the attachments. So on the back side, I sewed Velcro, and the soft Velcro goes right here, the rough Velcro goes right there. It's not extending far enough, but thankfully it still sticks to that. So this is getting pressed against my body. It doesn't really have to hold that, it just has to hold these. So they go like that. These are the pieces that I painted. Yeah, so now I'm going to attach the actual leather to each side, and one side's actually done. So this is going to glue on there, and I'm going to replicate this, and I'll show you how I made it. Okay, so I actually realized that I missed some accent lines. There's one on top here that I sewed in, and there's 2 lines here on each side that pretty much go across the middle of the piece. Okay, to put these grooves in, I first take a template, put it on top, trace it with a pencil, take a chisel, go down but not too deep. You want to go about halfway, and chisel it out. Yeah. Then you just clean up that cut, and it's golden. So I have this piece of leather, and I have a cloth that's saturated with some beeswax mineral oil that I use on all my wood projects, and it also is brown because I use it to wipe off stains after I polish off furniture. So I'm using this to make all these edges with the fuzz to be polished out, and then I'm also going to make it so it makes it darker and darker, and then I'm going to add some black shoe polish, and I'm going to make this as dark as I can while also polishing it up. So now that I have all the edges done, I'm going to take this and just go at it and polish. And you'll see when I put it in here that it really accents, brings that out. So it's really noticeable. So I'm just going to keep on doing this. So now it's pretty dark, but we're going to make it a little darker and try to get it in those cracks. This will bring it a lot closer to the black that the leather's made out of. Yeah, so let's glue this on to the other two with contact cement. I got these roughed out because the contact cement glues a lot better to this than to the shiny stuff. This shiny stuff works really well with super glue, and I'm going to super glue these to the pleather because that's really the only glue that works with pleather. So I'm keeping this shiny and this rough. Alright, now that I have these glued on, I'm going to take this rag, rub everything down, get this a little darker, these edges darker, and it's going to be glued on. Now for the last part, I'm going to glue on these pieces and the belt will be done. Ooh! Alright guys, there's the belt. So let's put it on. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. You can leave a comment below about something you want to see me build. You can also comment on if you think this looks movie accurate. I think it is because I was the one that designed it. So, as far as everything Thor goes, we have the vest, we have Stormbreaker. This is part 4, and the next video in the series is going to be adding details to the vest that I couldn't do in the first video because the video is getting really long. So as far as links in the bottom go, these parts right here that I designed in Fusion 360, I will have a links provided for those. And I have Patreon. You can see these names scrolling by. The Patreon accounts really help provide funding for these videos and everything like that. And these people that you see listed right here, now up here, now over here, now down here, their money helps making stuff like this happen, and it makes all these videos really good. Alright, so we have videos over here of me doing stuff, either making or doing parkour, so I can use foam, plastic, wood, and more when I make stuff. You can subscribe right here, and if you subscribe, you won't have to search out for these videos again, and you can get notified when you see all of my Thor builds and anything like that. So we'll see you with the next build or any one of these kinds of videos.